Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.
All right.
Remember the skit? What's the first skit?
That's good right there. Okay. It's Mo Ford here with Banky. How you doing?
I'm doing great, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing good. It's truly an honor, you know, to have you out here speaking to the youngins out here in Colorado, Denver, and to, you know, share some light on my platform. I truly appreciate you.
Absolutely, it's an honor and a pleasure, man. Anytime you can do something to try to help the kids, and that's what it's all about, man. Because, like I say, I believe that when you're young, man, it's what's put in you, man. It's what's gonna come out. So, you know, I'm always for that.
Definitely, definitely. And tell us a little bit about yourself. Yeah, a little bit about yourself. I know that's kind of a question because you've been through so much. You know what I mean? But for those who don't know, give us a brief overview.
Basically, you know, I go by the name of Banky Pound. I have a YouTube channel, you know, Banky Pound. And my story is 33 years of prison stories. Because I did 33 years in Virginia State Penitentiary. I went to prison when I was 20 years old. You know, I didn't get out till I was 53. Been out for 2 years and some change. Started my YouTube, you know, motivational speaking, talking to kids because, you know, when I was young, I was an athlete myself. You know, I played football, I boxed, and, you know, I had a promising future, but I listened to the streets instead of listening to people like this, coaches, parents, you know, older people in the neighborhood, elders. You know, it takes a big effect who you get your information from. You know, I always say misinformed people. So, you know, I was misinformed. You know, I got my information from the streets when I should have been getting it from the people who love me, people who had my best interests at heart, the people who really cared about me. But when we're young, we tend to believe or look at that information as dictatorship, you know, as authority, and we buck on that. And then we go out there and get the information from people that don't know no more than what we know, you know. And then when we get in trouble, you know, like I say, everybody loves a winner, but when you lose by yourself, you know. So I felt like, you know, when I came out, you know, I got asked to do an interview on the channel. Once I did the interview on the channel, man, it just solidified what I wanted to do. I just wanted to keep on preaching and letting these young dudes know this is what's going to happen if you go to prison. Not what you see on TV, not what you see in the movies. This is what real life prison is all about. You know, and while you out here, things may get bad. You may go through some ups and downs, but each and every day you get up, you got an opportunity and a chance to make that better. You don't have that when you're in prison. You don't have that when you throw your future away, when you just go out here and just do all this foolishness like they doing out here. They not knowing what's waiting for them on the other side. There's not one person I know in prison that ain't trying to get back out here. So if you out here, you should never be trying to get in there. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I talk to these kids, man. I love to see stuff like this because I believe this builds character. You know, it puts something in them to let them know that people care about it. And they out here doing positive activities opposed to being out in the street doing things that's crazy, man. So I'm always for it, man. I'm gonna be preaching it till I ain't got no breath no more. I speak at colleges, at high schools, even to the little young fellas, man, because I believe that's where it starts at. If you put it in them, man, it'll come out later on.
Definitely, for sure. Wow. It's ironic because, you know, I'm inspired. In one of the books, you know, me being an author, one of the books I wrote is called Misinformed. And a lot of times I don't get to be in presence of, you know, people like yourself. So to hear you say that was confirmation for me, you know, because that word misinformed, like it's real. It's very real. That's powerful. So for you to even bring that up, man, that gave me chills. And you know, I've been watching your channel. You've been inspiring internationally. You know, internationally all over. What was it that said, you know, I want to do this and I want to give back? You know, you're not bitter or anything like that, man. Your energy, your aura, your presence after going through all that.
Yeah, a lot of people ask me that, man, and I liken it to this movie I seen one time. I can't recall the name of the movie, but it was with Tom Hanks, and he was this dude lawyer, and this dude was accused of espionage. He was accused of being a spy. I think it was called Bridge of Lies or something like that. But he was accused of being a spy. So he was facing the death penalty over here. If he went back to his own country, he was going to be killed because they felt like he gave up information. So he was facing death on both sides. But as Tom Cruise was representing him, he used to go in there, and the dude liked to draw. So he always wanted some crayons, he always wanted pencils, he always wanted sketch pads. So Tom Cruise kept on asking him, man, you never seem to be worried about the case, man. You know, you got death over here. If you stay, you got death, and don't nothing look good for you. He said, how can you not be worried? And he said, would it help? Would it help? Something that simple was so powerful and profound to me that if I came out here and been bitter, felt like I was, misinformed and they did me wrong, or they over-sentenced me, or they kept me longer than they should have my first time, it won't help me. But I can help somebody else. You see what I'm saying? So you got to pay it forward, man. I can help somebody else to let them know, to hear my story, so they can understand, bro, one mistake will mess your whole life up. You understand? Your whole life up, and people don't care nothing about you when you're on the other side of that door, man. And I won't say they don't care, but it's like you're living dead. Because it's just like when you get buried. If somebody's buried and they lose their life, their family, they miss them, they mourn them or whatever, but over time it subsides because you don't see them. But every now and then when you think about them, you go visit their grave. You might get a little sad, a little melancholy. It's the same thing when you locked up. When you was locked up as long as I was for decades, it's like you're dead. Because you're not seen, you're not heard. You see what I'm saying? So, it's important to me to try to let these young cats know, man. Don't listen to the streets, man. Don't listen to this rap. Don't listen to these gang members and stuff. Because when you fall, you're going to fall alone. You're going to be the one doing that time. And I always tell them, I say, listen, man, if you get in trouble right now, when you get locked up and the people say you can make one phone call, who you going to call? They said, my mama, my daddy, my grandma. Well, why are you listening to everybody else instead of them? Why are you listening to everybody? Listen to your 911 call. Who you gonna call when you need them, because you know that's who gonna be there. You listening to people that you can call and say, look, man, I need this and I'm here, and they get ready to do this and that and third, and they may not answer the phone, and then if they do, the first thing they'll say, bro, I can't help you, bro. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta listen to the people where your best interest at mind, man, and you gotta take everything in stride. But it don't behoove me to come out here to be mad, to be angry, because I've already wasted the most valuable commodity that I have. Time. Time is the most valuable commodity on earth. In that sense, what his name? Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos, you and me and Jeff Bezos, we stand on the same platform in that sense right there. He can't buy no more time than me and you can buy. We equal in that sense. The richest man in the world is equal to us when it comes to time, because if he was dying tomorrow and he would give every dime he had to buy one more day. Every dime. But he can't. Nor can you, nor can I. So we all on equal playing field there. But people spend their money more cautiously than they spend their time. And money you can make over. Time you cannot. So you should spend your time as wisely as you spend your money. Spend your time as cautiously as you spend your money. Because this is what's more valuable. We placing value on the wrong things. You can't get time back, you can get money back. Money lost can be regained. Time lost can never be regained. So, I look at it now, man, like I gave up so much time. I spent 12,345 plus consecutive days in prison. I don't even know if I got 12,000 seconds left. So why would I waste time? If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna try to help some kids. I'm gonna try to put some positive energy out there in the world. I'm gonna try to let people know from the things that I went through what you can do and what you shouldn't do. Know the signs, understand who you're dealing with, get informed. See what I'm saying? If I give you the wrong directions to the store, you're not gonna make it to the store, bro. You see what I'm saying? I gotta give you the proper directions.
That's a bar right there.
Yeah, so I got to give you the proper directions, man. And that's what we need to do to these kids, man. We need to let them know, man, that little people out here care about you. You can stay on your grind. You can do whatever you want. I always say, everybody want to be successful. But you gotta take the stairs. You can't take the elevator to success, man. Take the stairs. You might get tired. You might get, weary. You might get discouraged. But when you get to the top, can't nobody take it from you. But when you go up in the elevator, you make the shortcuts. You cheat. You go this way. You go that way. Quick as you go up, you can come right back down. You can take 10 years illegally gaining 10 million, 100 million, and they can take it in 10 seconds. You can take 10 years, 20 years, and make 10 million, and they can never take it because you earned it. See what I'm saying? So you gotta put the grind in, man. Put the grind in. Don't go for the fake out. That's the glitz and the glory to tell you this, that, and the third. And you go for that, man. You ain't gonna never see a retired, rich, wealthy drug dealer. You ain't gonna. You gangster. They don't exist.
Yes, sir.
You gotta take the right way, man. You gotta take the stairway, bro. And when you young, this is when you can do it because as the youth, it ain't nothing you can't do. It's nothing you can't do. And I speak to people as with the words that I would have wanted someone to say to me. That's what I use my philosophy. That's Bankology 101. I tell people what I would have wanted them to say to me when I was young. Because I know what I would have listened to. If somebody would have sit down and said the words that I'm saying to these people and told me, oh, you could pick up a gun and go rob somebody and don't shoot them and don't hurt them and leave and you can get a life sentence. You be gone for 30, 40 years. Man, I'd have buried a gun. I wouldn't want to touch a gun. It'd been like a hot fire. But I ain't know that. See what I'm saying? People misinformed. They not telling you that. They telling you do this, do that. Oh man, yeah, shoot them, shout it. Oh yeah, you gotta be a gun. Yeah, they ain't telling you what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna tell you. That's right. You need to know this. If I know this, and it's crazy that people would say, oh man, when you older, you 15, 16, 18, 17, you know, no you don't. Lawyers go to law school for years to know the law, but they expect us to know it automatically. Come on, bro. If that was the case, why would they go to law school? Why they go to law school? But they penalize you for what you don't know.
Yes.
Did people have to go to school for 6, 8 years to know? But they'll penalize you because you ain't never went to school and you don't know that, so you'll be penalized. You see what I'm saying? So you have to know these things, man, and you got to move cautiously, and you got to place a great value on your life because you only have one. You only have one. There ain't no do-overs.
Man, that's powerful. And I look at you the guide, the GPS, for those of us who need that direction, those of us who are lost, your channel. Banky Pound, y'all go follow him. Check him out everywhere. He's the GPS, he's the guide, because like he said, people go to school all these years to learn the law. A lot of us don't know the law. We don't know. A lot of us are misinformed, misled, misdirected, conditioned a certain way. Tricked. Don't go for the fake out. That's powerful.
Yes, absolutely.
For you to come out and give all this game and help us and help the community, help the world, because it's a war out here that hasn't been seen, and it's a lot of us who need to take off that blindfold.
Absolutely. I mean, our job should be in our community to help put prisons out of business by helping people stop going. If they educated, if they smart, if they wise, if they start doing the right thing, prisons will go out of business. Ain't nobody going in there. See what I'm saying? So that's what we want to do. We want to put prisons out of business, bro. It ain't nothing but modern day slavery. That's all it is, you know what I'm saying? And we need to put them out of business, man. And the way we do that is to educate our kids and to let them know, man. Let them know what's going on out here. Let them know what they can do. Let them know they're kings and queens, man. And you ain't never got to be in no chain. Ever. You ain't never got to be in no chain. You always, I say this at the end of every one of my videos, all you got to do is be safe, be smart, and make good decisions. Those 3 things right there will determine how your life turns out. Be safe, be smart, and make good decisions, bro. And you ain't never got to worry about being in nobody's chains, bro.
Yes, sir.
Believe that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, y'all check me out on my YouTube channel. I tell the real stories, but I tell it with respect and dignity. It ain't no cussing, it ain't no profanity, but it's real. And it lets you know what's going on behind them walls, and it lets you know what you need to let your kids know, your nephews, your little community, everybody that you need to know to let them know this information, because this ain't what's being told to them.
At all. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. I appreciate you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Definitely, man. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
We in that mode. Banky Pound. Signing off.
Salute, TVP. We out here.
Sir, thank you.